In addition to doing everything else that I do, I'm the author of 2 upcoming books, one called The Engaging Web and the other one is called Game-Based Marketing. And they espouse a theory called funware for which I've become associated. And this is the premise that basically everything in the world could be more fun than it is today. You can take the lessons learned from the games industry around points and badges and levels and challenges and achievements and bake those into any kind of life experience, whether it's getting money out of an ATM or working a suicide hotline. Games can help improve the outcomes, in every aspect of life. And increasingly, we're seeing those, trends around us. So funware and the funware blog, which is where I talk about funware topics, is just a sort of interesting way to package up all this movement in society around game mechanics in non-game contexts. Well, the suicide hotline example is a good example. I was giving a talk at a conference, and one of my co-panelists said, "Well, Gabe, this funware idea of baking game mechanics into everything you do sounds pretty exciting, but it would be absolutely inappropriate at something like a suicide hotline." And I said, "Well, okay, I can concede that adding games to suicide prevention seems distasteful at first, but I'll tell you what I do know. Here's what I know. In any call center setting, if you add a game mechanic like a competitive environment where you achieve more if you answer more queries and sell more stuff, people will answer more queries and sell more stuff. Number one. And number two, I know that it's a very, very serious matter in which successfully selling an idea, aka not killing yourself, is actually a matter of life and death. And so while I can't tell you that it will work because I haven't personally seen an example of it working, I can't find any evidence that suggests it won't work. So would I try it if I was running a suicide hotline? Absolutely. It would be the first thing I'd want to do is some kind of incentive structure to get the people answering the phone in the right headspace. Consider what would happen if tomorrow Bank of America ATMs started dispensing $100 bills at random when you go to make a withdrawal. What would happen? Well, some people would say, okay, I hate paying the fee, but I'll go to the Bank of America ATM if I already have to pay the fee because I'm not near one of my banks, might as well, I have a chance to win. All the way through to the other opposite reaction, which is I'm going to sit there and play that ATM like a slot machine, to see if I can win the $100. The bottom line is, what we know about the ATM funware example is that in every single case, it's going to produce a reaction, which is something that you can't say about any form of traditional marketing. There's no other marketing technique I could bring to bear to guarantee some degree of reaction in people to go use a Bank of America ATM, except for the slot machine. And of course there's like the legal issue, But I think one of the things that I think about a lot is the fact that I have yet to see an experience or personally experience anything in the world that couldn't be made more fun. I haven't played a game that is the ultimate expression of fun. I haven't filled out my taxes and felt like it was fun. I haven't ever had that moment where I've said, we have reached the maximum point of fun. And therefore, I know that there's plenty of opportunity to do more in the area of making things more fun. And while initially it doesn't necessarily make sense to blur the lines between work and fun, I'm confident that as time goes by and the current generation, which we call Generation G, today's tweens, grow up to be older, they're going to expect everything to be more fun, and things that aren't fun aren't going to get done.